So listening to what was it? Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade was on the I Am Athlete podcast, and I listened to a snippet this morning. I'm actually going to go back and listen to the full conversation, right? Because it's a good one. And D Wade was talking about what happened with his daughter Zaya, who used to be his son Zion. And he was like, I'm happy that people like Boosie came out and said what they said. Why? Because it starts a conversation. And D Wade even got to the place where he was talking about how they were hiding her from the internet because they were trying to protect her. And then he said, am I hiding her for her? Am I hiding her for me? And I think that it's so important because people are coming out saying D Wade is this, he's soft. How dare you let your son become a daughter? And what D Wade says is, look, it was a process for me to get there too. I understand that this is difficult, but as a parent, we're here to help our kids be the best them, not be who we want them to be. That's D Wade's words. And I think that's an important lesson because how often do we see overbearing parents trying to make their children be who they want their child to be instead of who their child is supposed to be? And the child not wanting to let their parent down continues down this path that their parent is trying to blaze for them, but on the inside, they're eating, they're hurting, they're broken, and they can't even go to the people who gave them life to say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore because they don't want to hurt them. They don't want to let them down. Or the parent, when they do it, the parent comes back and pushes back on them and says, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should live your life. Let me live mine. At some point, you got to let go and let God, right? You got to trust in yourself as a parent. And I think a lot of parents have low parenting self-esteem. So what they do is they want to guide and push every single thing that the kid is doing instead of letting the kid be themselves. Because guess what? Your kid is going to be an adult. And your kid might already be an adult. And you're trying to say, you need to do this. You need to do that. Hey, no, you need to shut the hell up. You've done your job. You've raised me. You've equipped me with the skills to do what it is that I'm supposed to do in life. Now allow me to use those skills. Now, maybe I don't use the skills the way that you want me to, but I may be using them the way that I want them to be used, right? So, parents, you got to get to that point to where you let go. You have to remove some of your emotional investment in your children's decisions. Let them date who they want. Let them pursue the careers that they want. Let them pursue the lifestyles that they want. Can you give them advice? Yes, you should. You can say, hey, I don't think you should be doing that. Hey, I don't support this. Yes, absolutely. But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. Now, think about it. How many of us, when we were teenagers who had curfews, pick and chose when we wanted to break curfew? We knew the curfew. I have never not known a curfew. But if the right party was happening, the right people was talking about it, oh yeah, bro, we're breaking curfew tonight. Or if we're just out chilling, and then the night goes into a place to where it's like, oh, you know what time it is. Oh yeah, no, I'm breaking curfew. And the night might not even end the way I wanted it to, but the opportunity to get there, I'm going to break curfew. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. There are so many things that my mom taught me not to do. And I hate when people say, oh, you was raised better than that. So, still can make my own decisions. I can still be raised not to be a certain way and choose to be that way because that's who I want to be. Maybe that's who I'm supposed to be. You know, so that's just something to think about, man. It reminds me of what Steve Harvey came out a couple weeks ago talking about who his daughter Lori is dating and how he loves Michael B. Jordan and how The other guys, he made sure they were gone. Hey, Steve. Not going to tell you how to parent, but going to tell you how to parent. Your daughter's grown. No matter what you do behind the scenes, if she wants to be with somebody and they want to be with her, they're going to make it happen. Because guess what? Parents can be X out of their kids' lives for trying to run their kids' lives. And parents, you don't want to do that. You don't. So trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust what you taught your children. And no, did you teach them everything? Absolutely not. Do kids get the opportunity to grow up and create their own experiences so that they can have their own calluses in their own life? Yes. But trust that their baseline, their floor is high enough to make them a functional, capable individual in this world. Trust that their floor is enough for them to find happiness in the life that they choose to live, not the life that you chose for them or the life that you want them to live.